What's up, guys? It's Nathaniel here at Roots BJJ Hawaii. I got my man Riley in here tonight. All right, Riley, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 25.
Okay.
I'm from Wasilla, Alaska.
Oh, nice.
Been here about 2 years now. I came from Virginia before that.
Okay.
So I moved away from Alaska when I was about 18.
Okay.
And yeah, started my first jiu-jitsu class probably around 15, 16.
15, 16. Okay,
And,
okay.
Yeah, never just kind of played off and on a lot for a while, but you know, moved away from my team in Alaska, moved to Virginia, started a little bit there, came here, and then yeah, I hadn't gotten it anywhere in the past 2 years, but you know, one of my buddies started coming here, so
Okay.
figured I'd try it out.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, cool. So you were mentioning to me you first got into jiu-jitsu around 15 years old. What got you into jiu-jitsu? Like, what made you think, like, I should try it?
I think I always liked striking a lot.
Okay.
So when I was like much younger, I started with Taekwondo, and then around 14, 15 years old, I started getting into Muay Thai.
Nice.
And I ended up changing Muay Thai gyms to Bing Muay Thai affiliate in Palmer.
Nice. Okay.
And they had a good wrestling program and a good jiu-jitsu program. And I started trying some classes there, and I really liked being able to do both, especially because like from a combat sports standpoint or from a fighting standpoint, like as much as I like striking, like I feel like understanding grappling is
Absolutely.
just
Yeah.
fundamental. It's important to not get killed
Yeah,
in an
absolutely.
actual fight. So.
Absolutely. Knowing both sides of it, I mean, it really teaches you a lot about your body, and how you handle yourself too, especially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's super important that you have a base in both.
And
Yeah.
it's I always found the grappling side like I feel like the most challenging and most like unnatural kind of.
So you would say your progress in stand-up is a little bit quicker than your progress in grappling?
I think so.
Okay. Does that pull you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of what basis people start with when they're younger. I feel like I don't know. I was always really into striking, and I don't know. It's just a totally different like I guess systems of your body. Like.
Yes.
Grappling is very much feel, I guess, like what they call like proprioceptive, and striking is all with your eyes and all with your feet and distance. So it's just really different.
Okay,
Totally
dude, I like that.
different.
Yeah, that's a very technical aspect to it.
Really tough. Like,
Yeah.
It still is. I have, like, I'm sure I got problems like closing the space that I need to, getting as close as I need to, creating pressure that I need to. It's just, it doesn't come natural, but I think it's good to get out of comfort zones a little bit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Makes us better. Yeah, every time we step out of our comfort zone. And then it's cool that you can recognize where you need work, because you're self-aware of it, so you can work for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes people might not, know what they need to work on, or they're not self-reflective or not self-aware, and then the progress is a lot slower. But you being able to know what you need to work on just helps you more.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's super cool. Okay, so as far as jiu-jitsu goes, do you remember your first class?
Yeah, my first class was with my dad actually.
Oh, cool.
I was probably 14 or so. I can't remember the name of the gym. It was in an old video store in Wasilla, Alaska. It was a video store, became a gym.
That's cool.
Temporarily.
Okay.
It closed down later.
Oh, really?
I don't remember who they were.
Okay.
Didn't end up being the gym that I went to. I just when I tried wrestling in middle school and high school, and even then in jiu-jitsu, it was like grappling's just uncomfortable, and like why would I grapple with someone anyway? Even if I wanted to be able to defend myself or to fight, but
Right.
Yeah,
It is uncomfortable. Like, I couldn't imagine being on like asphalt or concrete and trying to pass somebody's guard, or being underneath somebody. Dude, I'd it'd probably feel like I'm getting rolled on a cheese grater, you know, like I wouldn't want it.
It was just, it took like, it took a little bit just to think like, yeah, in order to, if you really want to avoid that, in order to do that, you need to be like understanding that and actually training it. But it did become fun like pretty quickly, and I had a good team. And
dude, it's super cool that you remember your first class. I don't remember my first class, but it's also cool that you got to share that first class with your father. That's super cool. Do you remember the atmosphere? Like was it like felt like you're in a dungeon, or was it like very high class, or like
people were? They were always very small classes, really.
Okay.
I don't think it was very big at the time. When both in that gym in the video store, and then where I ended up going, which was Pioneer Grappling.
Okay.
At the time, it was really like pretty small team. I feel like we had, one brown belt coach at the time. I think one purple belt coach, who was his daughter, and then we had, I don't know, I think a handful of blue belts. Even striking wise, like it was the same group of people, but it was just like myself, my brother, and then maybe 2 coaches, and then 1 or 2 more guys at the beginning. So it was always like, it was pretty small. They were very, people were very knowledgeable. People were like very welcoming.
Nice.
People were very outgoing.
That's super cool.
Yeah, didn't tend to be so like outgoing, or like what do they call that? I guess I guess you'd say like extroverted, but people had a good way of like just bringing new people in, showing people new stuff.
Nice. Okay. It is very like, there's a lot of hospitality.
Yeah.
Inside.
Okay. Sure. People are just the nicest people up there. Really.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Nice. That's super awesome.
Yeah.
Would you say, because it was a smaller, like a tight knit group? Were you guys a tight knit group because you guys are only a handful of people?
I think so.
You guys are all pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Do you think that helped your guys' progression, being that you guys are so close to each other? It was easier to learn off of each other, maybe?
Yeah, especially with Muay Thai specifically. For me, like, obviously it, just starting jiu-jitsu, like I remember like I got just absolutely smashed for like, I don't know, probably a good 6 months or even a year, I would say. Like, it's just, that's kind of, that's just part of it. Like,
dude, absolutely. Absolutely.
You just feel like I'm never quite, gonna figure this out, but
I'm 3 years in and I'm still getting smashed.
Yeah, every day it's just like a little bit less, but it's actually, it's a good thing. I notice like days where I do get to train, just are overall just better. I mean, I think it makes everything better, really.
Nice. Okay. So, would you say you look forward to the days you get to roll?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's super
At least
awesome.
now I do.
Okay. It wasn't always like that.
I always liked that part. Sometimes like the hardest part for me was always just getting me to actually show up. If I actually went, I really liked it. I mean, always did. It's just one of those weird things. You just kind of have to just put yourself there, and you'll be much happier when you do. People would always like, I would always get off of school or get off of work, and then you would show up to train for an hour and a half or train for 3 hours, and it's just, I mean, you're already tired and you're already like, want to go to sleep or whatever, but like,
those are the perfect moments to go, in my opinion. Yeah, dude.
Like,
when especially in your head, when everything's telling you no, skip it, next class. Those are the moments. When you beat your own mind and then you're there. It makes you just disciplined all day. Absolute discipline. Yeah.
Not that they're like anything like crazy. It's just like, I would say it's a discipline thing.
Yeah, absolutely. 1% better every day. Absolutely.
That's all we can hope for sometimes. And I think for me, I've always like just liked martial arts and like kind of trying to be like what I feel like a martial artist would be, and I'm like, that lifestyle of like, you know, you do train every day and you do show up and do, you know, I mean, just be there even when you don't feel good. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's sort of the epitome of that, and I don't like how I feel when I know that I like
Could have been there, you should have been there.
and skip shit.
Yeah.
It's just, you know,
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely.
yeah, trying to show up more now.
No, dude, that's super awesome. Yeah, I really like that kind of mindset. Yeah, and it's nice to know that other people battle with that same thing.
Yeah.
You know, because then it makes me feel more human. It makes me feel, you know, because I have these like, oh, I don't really want to go. Maybe I'll skip. You know, everybody else wants to be there, and then hearing like, you're like, maybe I'll just go next class, or
If I put it off, it'll be,
then I'll never go.
yeah.
Yeah.
More days I skip, it just gets easier to just keep that train going.
It's super refreshing to know that other people also have that same struggle.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everybody does.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
I'm sure some people can just kind of put that out of their mind and it's not a question, but
I applaud those kind of people, man.
Yeah.
They can just be like, I don't
It's
really
just
want to go,
discipline.
and then go anywhere.
they
Yeah.
just show up even when they don't want to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But they're glad they did. You know?
Yes. I mean, when I don't want to go to jiu-jitsu, and I end up there, I'm all hurt before I go. I'm all beat up, and my neck's tight, my arms are sore, whatever it is. I end up going home feeling more sore, but mentally I'm like, thank God I went.
Yeah.
And when I want to go weightlift, I tell myself, I don't really want to go. I'm not really feeling it. Like, my back, I don't know if my back is sore or not. And then I go and I have a great workout. I'm like, I'm so glad I did that, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And even if you're not at 100% or can't put in 100%, it's like, I guess, you know, it's like do what you can, try to tailor things
Absolutely.
to, you know,
Yeah.
how you're feeling, but
you don't have to PR every day.
no.
You know, and whatever
Absolutely.
it is, yeah, you don't have to PR every day. You know, and that can be in running, that can be in getting as many subs, or, you know, defending as many subs as you can. Like, you don't have to PR every day.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you just do it. You know,
Absolutely.
Get it done. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll kind of tie back into jiu-jitsu. So you do remember your first day, like your first class? Do you or can you describe the atmosphere? I'm sorry, I think I might have asked that, but yeah, can you describe like? No, yeah, I did already ask that. I don't want
No, you're
to
good.
have you
Yeah.
go over that one twice. Do you remember the first time you got tapped? I mean,
don't-
dude, I know
I don't think
that was
so.
like a decade ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that it was that long ago. It's like I still
feels
feel
like-
like it's my first year,
Yeah.
but I don't,
Yeah.
to be honest. I wish I did.
It's okay. I mean,
It's been hundreds of times.
Yeah, no, dude, same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm lucky I didn't get tapped tonight, but tell me about a time that you got subbed, and did you ever have those moments where you just fought for it to the very end, when you knew you should have tapped way sooner than you did? Did you ever have those kind of moments?
I would say few and far between.
Okay.
Luckily, there was one kind of embarrassing moment in Virginia at Six Blades in Newport News. I was with another newer white belt. I was in gi. I didn't used to train gi like much at all. That place almost did exclusively gi. Like they really focused on gi a lot and competing in gi, which I liked, and I respected a lot. And I don't remember. I think I was in his guard, and I think he grabbed my lapel, and I had a bad habit of not giving that enough attention, not really caring enough about that.
Okay, while he's like threatening it, you're just like,
and
me too.
I was like, I'm gonna pass his guard, and he got a cross collar choke, and then I thought I was good. I felt the pressure, and then I was like, I'm fine, and those lapels, they're pretty narrow, and they're pretty good at what they do, and I ended up going out. I didn't know I was out, but I ended up just like, being on top, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody's standing around me, and I was like, what are you doing?
what happened?
here?
Yeah.
He felt me go, and he just let go, and I was like, unconscious for like a second, and I was like, okay, so like I definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's not.
I guess I'll
like
start
we're competing or anything.
Okay.
Especially even when competing, if I'm not making good money to do it, I don't.
Okay, so
really care about it.
Okay, cool. So we'll actually talk a little bit about that. So I was just gonna ask, have you ever competed or do you think about competing? So
Yeah.
it's not really on your agenda or your to-do list.
I would like to again.
Okay.
I've done 2 jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Okay.
I had 1 MMA fight. So
Nice.
I had my first jiu-jitsu tournament at 17.
Okay.
MMA fight at 18. That was supposed to be a Muay Thai fight.
Ooh.
And then my last jiu-jitsu tournament was probably 19. So I've only done 2.
Okay.
Pretty funny how that worked. I signed up for Absolute in both
Okay.
jiu-jitsu tournaments. My first one, I was at 170, and it was a single elimination tournament, no gi.
Oh.
I got armbarred with my very first opponent. The guy who armbarred me ended up going on to win gold.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
First opponent.
Hey,
first tournament.
if I'm gonna lose, I want to lose to the winner.
Yeah, he was.
Then it's not so bad, right?
It was legit. And then, I think a fulcrum choke.
Yes.
I ended up losing to I think I was at 170. I think the next match I had was Absolute. He was a 185er, 205er.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
And he got a fulcrum choke. And that guy also won gold for Absolute.
Hey.
So I was like sick.
Hey.
And then the MMA fight was kind of funny. I wanted to focus really hard on just stand-up,
Okay.
just striking, training that a lot. Kind of dropped all the grappling, and then the promoter messaged me maybe 2 weeks out from the date and said, I can't find you an opponent for Muay Thai.
Oh.
It's going to be MMA rules.
Okay.
And then, I already had an opponent that they told me I was having to fight. Ended up also telling me at the same time, something happened with him. He got arrested or something. He needed to fight his brother.
Oh.
So I showed up to weigh-ins, and they told me to stop cutting weight. They were just show up at your natural weight. So I came in, weighed like 168.
Okay.
And they're like, "You're too heavy." The promoter told me to stop cutting, and so they're like, we have an opponent, so 24-hour notice, opponent change. Guy was really good. Guy wrestled for 12 years. I had like 2 or 3 weeks to focus on, stopping wrestling.
Yeah.
It ended up being really fun.
Okay.
It was 5 rounds, 1 by decision. He took me down, I think, once every round at least.
Okay.
I got suplexed pretty good in the first round. It was a good night. I think it went as well as I could have hoped it to. I got to show kind of a little bit of my style and conditioning, and landed some nice stuff, some good head kicks.
Nice.
Some good punches, some good knees. And then I did the second jiu-jitsu tournament a couple years later.
Okay.
I got 1 match it was also single elimination, but it was gi that time.
Okay.
I got 1 match, won by Darce, and then that was it. That's my only
Nice.
jiu-jitsu win ever.
Okay.
Because I got, smashed by the next guy.
Nah, it's okay. Yeah.
But, I felt better being,
right.
Doing slightly better than the first one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. Ultimately, fighting wise, in MMA, that was always the goal: is to stop the takedown, get back to your feet,
Right.
not deal with that.
Yeah.
But, and I had a good opponent. He was legit. Actually, he ended up fighting the next month. We were supposed to rematch, but I was moving away from home.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
yeah.
my dad talked me out of competing with him again. I was 18. I think he was 23 at the time, and he showed up to fight the next month after we fought.
Okay.
And he didn't have a cornerman, so I was in his corner for that.
Oh, really?
And he fought I think 35-ish-year-old. His weight, he was fighting at 180 or 185.
Okay.
And he knocked the guy out in 51 seconds, and I was like, dude, I am so glad I did not make that too late.
Thank you for not
He
giving
told
me
his
that
mom,
punch.
he was like, if I don't win this next one, it's over. I'm not competing anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he knocked the dude out pretty bad with overhand, I think, overhand right, and I was like,
Nice.
dude,
Just a Hail
did
Mary.
did we just do that like a month ago? But I would like to compete again.
Okay.
You know, I would like to do a little better in jiu-jitsu tournaments. I have a brother who is always much better at jiu-jitsu. He already won a couple medals previously, and
Okay.
I look up a lot to that.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be
Yeah.
cool to keep being able to compete. Obviously, get in better shape. I mean,
that just comes with the sport.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I would, even just conditioning wise, I have a whole lot of room to grow. But yeah, I always had fun, even, you know, just with how nerve-wracking it is. I think it's good. Like, it's good to learn how to just accept that that's going to happen, and that's just part of it. You know?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. There is an Naga coming up. You thinking about doing that one, or maybe a little bit more time?
when's Naga?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. We do have an in-house jiu-jitsu tournament at Roots in
Okay.
December. If that might be something you're interested in.
Maybe.
Yeah, that would.
I'll be gone. I'm going back to Alaska in December, but
Okay.
if I'm around, I would at least come. I always love watching them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'll get killed in any tournament right now.
No, dude. No.
Eventually, I want to get back on the horse and do it.
Well, I like that you're able to tell those competition stories with a lot of like enjoyment. You really liked those experiences.
I did.
Yeah,
Even,
that's super
you
awesome.
know, even once they were a little scarier, didn't go my way. I don't know. It's good.
I think the fact that you even were trying to do a Muay Thai fight and then they're like, sorry dude, here's MMA. And you're like, yeah, let's do it.
I was like, I can still bang. So
Yeah, that's super cool.
But,
that shows a lot of heart too,
thank you.
especially. Yeah, so super awesome, man.
yeah, people. The crowd was into that one. We got a standing ovation there.
Oh really?
It
Oh,
was
you guys
really
had a
cool.
war then.
Yeah, it
Hell
was.
yeah. You said you won.
Yeah.
Split decision. You guys went the full distance.
So it was unanimous
Unanimous.
decision.
Okay.
We were even on the scorecards up to round 4, into the 4th round, after the 4th round, and then the 5th round was also really even.
Kinda
He did get a
close.
takedown.
Okay. So you're probably putting hands on him then, because if he gets a takedown, but then you're still like keeping up in the
Yeah.
scorecards, you're probably just beating
So-
him up.
The 5th round is what did it.
Okay.
He came in to shoot to close the distance, and I stepped back, and then just threw a rear cross, orthodox, and it dropped him. Didn't finish him. He was like ridiculously tough.
Those wrestlers, man, they got strong necks.
It's stupid.
You hit them with
know,
your hardest punch, and they're just like, meh.
Yeah. Do you watch MMA at all?
Not really.
So
Not really.
there's my favorite MMA fighter is Stephen Thompson, and he was
Wonder
like
Boy.
58-0 as a
Yeah.
kickboxer. And
Okay.
then went to the UFC, and he's done really well. I like his style. He's a specialist, like karate stylist, but
Yeah.
whole lot of knockouts.
He's never been knocked out, right? Until one of his more recent ones?
Until Anthony Pettis.
Okay,
Anthony Pettis
Yeah.
is
Showtime.
spectacular.
Yeah.
And then the Buckley fight happened, but huge respect for him, and that guy's a lifetime martial artist. He always said, like, I've never knocked somebody out with like my hardest kick. He was like, anytime I've knocked someone out, it's never been kicking as hard as I can. The guy I
smooth
fought, like, it's probably something to do with like where our accuracy is and precision is and power is versus, world class like that. But
Yeah.
I hit that guy with the hardest stuff I could, and he would not go away.
I like that. He would not go away. I like
would
that.
would not stop like getting body locks, would not stop taking my
Yeah.
back, would not stop suplexing me. It was like a grind. I was like, this guy just won't.
It's cool that you're able to fight through that though.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like, get away from me and getting defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool, dude. I really like that.
It was fun. Yeah, people liked a grappler and striker match like that, you know.
Yeah, it makes for an interesting fight because one guy's got one set of skills that he's dominant. The other guy's got the same thing, just opposite, right?
Yeah.
It's like who can impose their will better.
And it's always interesting because, I mean, even when I prefer striking, I remember like I have shared the room with a lot of just absolute killers on the feet. Like any colored belts in jiu-jitsu, or you take like black belts in jiu-jitsu, what they can do to me and what a good wrestler can do to me. Like there are people who can do the same thing to me standing up, which is like insane to think about. But no, it's really cool. I mean, it was fun. It makes me want to do it again, and I'm just glad I didn't get hurt.
Right. Yes, that is the biggest thing.
As soon as as soon as you break something or get knocked out, which would be really scary, like I feel like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But
the setbacks too. Speaking, the setbacks that come with it.
Yeah. He made $75 to fight me, and I made like 150, and I was like, I don't even think John Jones would fight anyone for that kind of money.
No, not even millions apparently.
I mean, well, yeah. I just mean like it's the risk involved, even for someone that world class, is just like, this is $150, $200. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah, dude. I would love to get paid to fight.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a couple bucks, something. That would be super good.
And then jiu-jitsu tournaments are crazy. It's doing it for free, and actually
you pay to do it. Yeah, you pay to do it. Yeah,
which is great. I've been watching Demetrius Johnson compete in jiu-jitsu, and he says he's more nervous for those tournaments than he was for MMA fights.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I have to agree.
I think when you're set to a specific rule set and a specific skill, there's just so many like killers in one thing. So
that's what he said was the scary thing, was that at a jiu-jitsu tournament, like he's competing at the brown belt, black belt level, I guess, and he's like, there's nobody here that like has massive holes in their game or like doesn't know jiu-jitsu. He was like, everyone here is a competent grappler and a competent competitor. Whereas like when he fought in MMA, usually there's something
that they don't
about
know.
His opponent that he can find holes in. But
some chink in their armor.
And always like to listen to that guy talk too. He's probably the greatest, but it's cool that he's still doing that.
Yeah,
even after retiring from MMA.
Hell yeah, man. I'll try to tie back into jiu-jitsu as far as we went over if you remember how it felt to be tapped. You actually went to sleep one time. That's crazy.
One time.
It hasn't happened to me yet. I know it will. I just haven't had it happen yet. But I do a lot of gi. I'm sorry, no gi, and I'm super sweaty. I get really sweaty, so I can slip out of things.
Yeah.
But I'm sure someone's gonna catch my neck one day and it's over.
I do find it a little easier to start defending submissions no gi with that, and also just like, my awareness at the time for lapel stuff was not where it should have been.
Okay, yeah, dude. Me too, man.
Idea.
Me too. I never touch a lapel when I'm in a gi. And then when they're dangling it in my face, I'm like, I'm not gonna grab it. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that thing.
It's like, that's not a big deal. I'm like, you only have one hand in. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It matters.
Yeah.
But,
So, actually, I do have a question. If you could give any advice to somebody that's thinking about jiu-jitsu, what would you tell them?
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, I like that.
They nailed it with that slogan. Just show up, just try it. I mean, I think I noticed about Oahu specifically, like there are like 40 gyms here, and I'm like,
there are a lot of gyms, especially in this area.
There are a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't even matter if like it's almost like you can't miss with them, like you're not gonna find like maybe even the best or what's perfect, or like I'm like, maybe it's just you're not really comparing apples to apples. It's like just pick one and just go, like just do it. Yeah,
I like that. And in this area, everybody kind of trains with everybody, or everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean? So if maybe the hours for one gym doesn't quite fit your hours, I'm sure another gym might have something that is a little bit tailored towards you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely.
And then the nice thing about that too is you can try them all. You know, if you go and you're like kind of on the fence, try another gym.
Yeah, people are super inviting and just, I mean, helpful. And I tried Alliance before I came here.
Okay, is that the one in 24 Hour? Or is that a different one?
No, they're...
Oh no, what is that one over? I forget.
I think they're in Mililani.
Okay.
Really cool people. Like, just seemed like a good team. And I appreciated them just kind of taking me in like they did. I tried them for a couple days and then I left, took Hawaii for a month, and I came back here, and that's when I started here.
Okay.
Really just got into, what got me here was like one of my buddies lives up the road, and so he was coming here.
Okay, cool. I was actually about to ask you, like, what got you, or like what were the determining factors for you to find this gym?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I was searching around for a while, and I ended up doing exactly what I just said, basically. Not
you're like this one, and then
yeah, I just spent so much time looking at them and like trying to compare and trying to figure out like what's going to work best with my schedule and my commute, and you know, where I would like the most. And I'm like, at the end of the day, like, especially at the level I'm at, I'm like, I have massive gains to be had from like any.
Okay.
I feel like I can learn. I feel like everybody has so much to teach me, and I do like that part about like this level too, or like kind of my only job is to like try to absorb stuff, you know.
Yeah,
so
just be a sponge.
Anybody can do that. So yeah, one of my friends was just started coming here and was like, this is where I'm training now, and he just started. I think he's like a month in.
Okay.
I was like, okay, like I'll come do that, because it's cool to do with someone, you know, outside of it too. So
yeah. Okay. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm out of jiu-jitsu questions, man. If you have a question, or if there's something that you felt like we touched on, you want to go back on it. I'm from here.
From here?
Yeah. I'm from here, man. I'm born and raised. I lived in the mainland. I lived in Texas for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, only 2 years, and then I came back down here.
Cool. What part of Texas?
The Austin area. I lived in Elgin for a little while.
Very cool.
And then have family in Katy, Texas now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got you started here in jiu-jitsu?
Oh man, I want to do MMA. I didn't know a lick of jiu-jitsu, and I was like, I know I need to know it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm gonna get smashed. And then that was all she wrote. I've been training grappling specific for the last 2.5, almost 3 years now. I take long breaks though.
Yeah.
Like I think one time I was just gone for like 4 months, and I just popped back in like, hey guys, I'm still alive.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I mean, in MMA, like obviously grapplers are doing really well, but it's just, I don't know, gotta have it. It's a great base. It's also like something I really respect about this particular art itself is like, I love styles that can finish fights. Like I love people who can just stop things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any higher percentage way or more reliable way to do that with people than solid jiu-jitsu, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Unless you just got the touch of death, I would recommend grappling.
That's even then it's like it's really almost like a God-given thing, and you know, even good striking is some people would say it's too. There's too much chance. Like it's almost
a puncher's chance.
Everybody
always
has it.
Yeah,
and
just a haymaker from nowhere.
Yeah,
is all it takes.
You know, even really good strikers that can grapple really well, sometimes they won't even mess with the striking because it's just like the risk and reward is not worth it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think especially on the ground, you can't luck your way out of someone that just knows more than you on the ground. You know, and I mean that's and.
Everybody gets caught standing up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can have zero experience and then catch the best guy, you know. But on the ground, in any grappling sense, you can't fake it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think grappling is a very humbling sport because you cannot fake it. Like someone can walk in, oh yeah, I've done this, I've done that, and then you get on the mat, like
well, it is
prove
also,
it kind of thing, you know.
It's so great that it's also one of those things. It's like some people call it like, I guess they would say like the last true martial art, where like you really can do it live every day. You don't have to get hurt. You don't have to be injured. If we tried to do unfortunately, like when you look at some boxing gyms, boxing sparring every week or every day hard, I'm like, you're leaving your best friends there. Like you can't do that every day. Not at that intensity.
Yeah.
I feel like you can safely bring that intensity in grappling and get a lot out of it. What's striking, it tends to be like when people do that, it turns into a survival thing, and it turns into you're not actually getting better.
No.
You're not taking any chances. And you're getting hurt, and like then you're not able to train, and you're not able to live your life the way you need to
Absolutely,
live it.
absolutely.
So,
yeah. You sacrifice years of your life for that one sparring match in the gym. You know.
It's not worth it. And then because you get to do that every day, I almost feel like you get, I don't want to say better faster. It's like you get more realistic experience though, for sure, like in grappling, because it's like, again, you can do that every day if you want to. It's not too taxing as long as you're eating right, you're sleeping right, you're taking care of yourself, you're staying hydrated, you're recovering right.
There's so many ways that you can grapple efficiently.
Yeah.
You know, like you can go, like we had a 10-round match. I had rolled 10 minutes with somebody today, and I wasn't winded after.
Yeah.
You know, because more or less all I did was kind of shell up and just let her work, but she was beating me up. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when you can get efficient, it's not as taxing, and you can do it every day, like you're just saying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was something that I do feel like I notice, as opposed to like starting out fresh, was not being so damn tired all the time.
Yeah, like, I know. When I first started, dude, my forearms are just smoked.
Fingers, forearms, wrists.
Dude, I just had tight. Balloons. It felt like inside my forearms, and then my biceps were tight. And my neck was tight, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because these guys are maintaining this the whole time.
It's funny because I don't know. I feel like when people do first start, if you get something, you grab something, you just even squeeze it way more than you should. Like way more than
100%. You can feel it too, because they'll grab you and they're like, and you're like, whoa. Or they grab you and then you just, it's like, dude, relax, we're in close guard. You know what I mean? Like, take a breath, you know, calm down.
Nothing's crazy is happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And then eventually you start noticing, like, why am I breathing so heavy? Or why am I holding this so hard when I don't need to? You know, and then you become more efficient.
Yeah, and that's a cool thing too. And I don't know, I think that's one of the cooler things about jiu-jitsu is you can use athleticism and explosiveness and like dynamism to your advantage, but I don't feel like you need it. I don't feel like you need it to grow and get better. And I almost feel like when I do lock something up, especially chokes in particular, I feel like if I have to use just squeezing muscles too much, I could make something tighter. I could improve something more. I could get a better angle on something. I feel like it's, when you watch certain people, they look like they're expending nothing to do it, you know?
Yeah. It's all technique, just technique, and then
when they have that, and then they need to be athletic, like it's
smooth, fluid. Absolutely. Jiu-jitsu or grappling in general is a very measurable sport too. You know, I think that's one of my favorite parts about it is you can just measure it. You know, like some things you do, you can't tell if you're getting better. You know, but jiu-jitsu, you will know.
That's how I felt forever too, because like every time I stopped, I would regress, and everyone you trained with, they only keep getting better.
Yeah.
You never really catch back up.
It's
So,
a very perishable skill. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a wild thing. Even coming back in here, I notice all sorts of stuff that I'm just like, how did I get there? How do I let that happen? Like, this didn't used to be a problem.
Yeah.
It just it is perishable. Yeah, like a lot of things, I guess. I mean, but I think it does come back. So
Yeah.
that's always good.
Absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, man. I mean, if you don't have any more questions, I'm all out of questions.
Have you competed?
Yeah, I did 2 comps now. My first Naga was kind of weird. Ended up having to fight my teammate. It was just a weird experience.
That was the last. That was the last one I did. Was Naga.
Oh, was your teammate?
Yeah. Also
Yeah.
the same thing.
That's kind of funky, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a little strange.
Like, I hate to do it. It's I don't know. That's also why I don't know. I never got too emotionally invested in what was going on. So even when it was a teammate, it's like at the end of the day, I think I think you really would just say it's just sport, and it's everything's gonna be all right in the end. Like, people are gonna be friends. People are gonna be all right. It is kind of different. Some people don't. I guess they want to put more into it or feel a certain way about their opponents, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Also with
Make it an
tournaments,
emotional thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like we work 9 to 5 jobs. You're gonna be at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is just for fun. That's what we're here for. So
I like psychological intimidation,
yeah,
but
I tried that before.
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna make it personal.
Yeah.
If my intimidation tactics don't work, me getting emotional won't change my technique. If anything, it'll make it worse. So when I'm rolling, I'm not emotional, but if I can, I'll intimidate my opponent. But I'm yet to see it because I've only had 2 comps, and both times I only had 1 fight. So it is what it is.
I don't know if it worked intimidation-wise, but it was kind of just a psychological goal in the MMA fight that I had was advice I actually got from one of my teammates at the time. He was the 145 and 155 pound MMA champ there locally. He said he had a fight where he was completely exhausted for 3 rounds, I think. He said his opponent, like, he would sit down at the stool completely out of gas.
Yeah.
And he'd look across, and his opponent didn't ever sit down. Breathing heavy, sipping water. And he said it was like the most daunting thing. So when I fought in MMA, that was what we decided to do. Like, don't bring me the stool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nose breathe. I'm gonna stand there. I'm gonna stay facing him, and he's gonna be on the stool and be very tired, especially with all the body kicks.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Those will get you
Even
quick.
when he's wrestling offensively, wrestling's exhausting. I think.
Oh yeah.
We did some like a lot of wrestling today.
Yeah.
Or a lot for me. Like
for the last like 2-3 weeks, we've been strictly that.
And it's great.
Yeah.
But I just like even first 15 minutes, did some wrestling drills. I'm like, this is like very tiring.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Wrestling
absolutely.
is exhausting.
And it's funny actually. I told somebody else earlier, but I didn't eat anything all day today.
Yeah.
And when I got here, and then we started the wrestling, I could feel my sugar levels crashing, and I was like almost passing out while we're rolling or doing our wrestling. And then Dan, you're always getting shouted out in this thing, man. Dude, Dan, we just got to get you in here again. But anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was telling somebody, and Dan overheard, and he's like, dude, I've got a honey pack. And I was like,
oh, those are good.
Yeah, I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. So he gave it to me, and I felt better like 10 minutes later. It's like, oh, lifesaver.
Yeah. I'll notice, sometimes training really hard afterwards, my hands are just like
shaking.
This nonsense. I'm like,
I wonder if that's like
or something. I don't know.
Adrenaline thing maybe, or like
I hope not.
like a nervous system, like you're just expending your nervous system, or
I don't know what
CNS.
it
Yeah,
is.
I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist.
I haven't had I had an adrenaline dump this year, and the last one before that must have been like Probably that first jiu-jitsu tournament. I don't think I've had like a big adrenaline dump since.
Okay.
There was that one first jiu-jitsu tournament. This last time had nothing to do with combat sports. I almost got killed by a drunk driver.
Oh wow.
That was like, real
Yeah.
fight or flight.
That's about as real as it gets.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is about as real as it
Almost
gets.
didn't end up coming here at all. That was in Alaska.
Okay.
Guy almost hit me head on. I was on a motorcycle and he crashed at the next corner. Wow. He ended up, he was head on in my lane around a blind corner. And he got right in the ambulance. He was, bleeding from his mouth and everything. And it was like 4 p.m. So I didn't
Oh, wow. In the middle of the day.
Yeah. I didn't think much of it. They breathalyzed him. He blew like a .255. And I was just like, well, I would be paid, I would be at the hospital. I would not be talking. I would not be functional. I would be dead.
That is that's a high number.
They took him to the hospital because it's like, you're going to be, like, your
He's probably intoxicated frequently to be able to be functioning
daily.
at that amount.
Yeah. I was blown away by that.
Pulled over and sat down for a minute.
Yeah, I was mid-lane in the corner. Brand new motorcycle, not even mine. I was borrowing my dad's, and
man.
he came around. It was 25 mile an hour zone. He's probably doing 60 head on, understeering all the way through the corner. I saw him. I had just a split second. Stood the bike up, went off the shoulder. Jeez. Didn't drop it, turned around.
Nice, dude. You didn't drop it?
No, he understeered to the next corner and crashed, and I was like, what? Like, what even?
That's probably scary. He's in the far left and he understeers all the way into the far right.
Yeah. All the way. Because I couldn't see all the way around the corner, and that's why I was like,
yeah, blind turn is, man.
Taking it pretty easy too.
Yeah,
I've been on that road like hundreds of times. Like it was like a mile from where I grew up.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's very, very norm for you. And then
just
one day.
It's so weird.
Yeah. You know what they actually say? Most times accidents happen a mile away from your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean,
it's really weird.
Statistic is just showing itself.
And I'm just like, especially with that, it was a good reminder to myself that like I don't feel like I'm in a ton of control as to like what happens in my life. Like we all make our choices. I'm like, at the end of the day, like there wasn't anything more I could have done to prevent that, unless I just wanted to like stay home and never live my life. I'm like, we all kind of have an expiration date. We don't know when that's going to be, but it's important to do like what we can when we can. Because that was almost it. That would have been crazy.
Absolutely. That was kind of like would you say that was like a self-revelation? Or maybe not even a revelation, but like an eye-opener for you? Like, wow. Yeah. I should enjoy life more.
I haven't had too many scary moments like that. And even just adrenaline-wise, like, I never got an adrenaline dump in my MMA fight. I would in like the few wrestling matches I did in middle school, and then I did in my first jiu-jitsu tournament, and I'm sure if I do another one, I'll probably get it, because it's, again, like, that people at jiu-jitsu tournaments can at least do jiu-jitsu. Like,
yeah.
So it's just and I mean, who wants to be like, choked out in front of their friends and everything?
Oh, man. Not me.
Happens.
Yeah, not me, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's also weird because like, then with that incident, I wasn't doing anything all that dangerous. Like, in the grand scheme of my life, I feel like I do take calculated risks, and I do things that are inherently dangerous. Like I'm a deep sea diver for work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's super cool.
I like it, but diving even is inherently dangerous.
Yes.
And it's like I've had some moments that could be life-threatening if you were to panic and if you were allowed them to be, but between that and then I recently got my pilot license too and started flying smaller planes up there.
Hell yeah, man.
And that was really cool, but it's like statistically they're not the safest. It's general aviation is like kind of comparable to motorcycles, but
Okay.
That time I
Okay.
was like, I'm just cruising home. Nothing
Yeah.
crazy's going on.
That's always how it's just freak accidents, man.
Yeah. Not looking for any trouble or anything, and that would have been it.
I'm glad you avoided that, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, jeez.
But yeah, decided I don't know, a little while ago, I was like, I need to get back into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Just again, I feel like life overall is better when I do train.
Okay.
I'm not like it. I don't know how it. I don't want it to sound kind of weird, but like I'm just not really a fan of myself if I'm not training at all. Anything like no discipline.
Dude,
it's not the best. It's
I absolutely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
You know, like for myself, if I don't have a goal or something to work for,
that's a huge part of it.
constant downward spiral. And like crazy downward spiral, and I'm self-destructive.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that I am, so I try my best to be where I need to be, you know, like if it's in the gym or if it's in jiu-jitsu. And for me, I can't only do one, I have to do both, which makes it harder because it's more taxing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's also good because like what they say is some people do just grappling and they don't do the like weight training side and the conditioning side, and it's like I think that stuff is important for injury prevention, especially grappling.
Absolutely. Injury prevention is huge, and weightlifting helps a lot.
Yeah.
If you lift smart,
Stretch and,
if you're smart with your lifting and you do it for health, you know, because there's an unhealthy side to weightlifting also.
For sure.
And I mean, God, I don't even know how long I've been weightlifting now. I'd say like 12 years.
And I've never lifted that much, but like I've always noticed that too. I'm like, people will hurt themselves even just lifting and going for. I'm not in the gym a ton. I don't lift even a lot of weight in general.
Yeah.
But I've never. Maybe it's just a personal thing. I've never been about like 1 rep PRs.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like.
Unless you're
not
looking for it
it.
in sport, I think it's useless.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's super
my
useless.
opinion.
Yeah, it's not a good test of strength.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how many times can moving this amount of weight, super cool, super addictive.
Yeah.
I was powerlifting for a little while. It's super addictive.
Yeah.
But
seeing that number,
it's
I'm
not
sure
healthy.
is cool.
Yeah, oh, dude, absolutely. And especially when you hit your goal or you go past your goal, then it's like, oh.
But as I understand it, like your tendons and ligaments don't grow and get stronger with your muscles necessarily. At least if they do, it's at a much slower rate, right?
Slower rate, yeah.
Would
I mean,
be-
heavy lifting is good for your bones and your ligaments, but I mean, in moderation. You know, if
Yeah.
you're doing it every week, if you're PRing constantly, you're looking to be injured.
Yeah.
Looking to be injured. If you're not stretching, you're not warming up, you're not doing the recovery aspect, dude, weightlifting can be so dangerous. You know?
Yeah, and some people are just built different too. Like I don't have that kind of.
There is a very big genetic lottery when
Yeah,
it comes to lifting,
it's huge.
like weight.
I have a buddy who's maybe my size, smaller than me, more lean, deadlifts like 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Like he
strength-
doesn't look like anything. Like
Strength
dude.
and leverages are genetic based.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
yeah.
a crazy thing. Just like I guess fast twitch and a slow twitch.
Yeah,
5%.
exactly. Yeah, you can work at it, but there's somebody that's just going to be genetically able, you know, or they're just one step ahead just by genetics.
That's one of the coolest things too. I think about martial arts in general is people adapting their styles to
Yes.
what suits
How
them.
the- yeah.
And I'm like that's
equalizer.
especially
Big time
learning
equalizer.
how to do that
Yeah.
with jiu-jitsu would be really cool. And it'll take me
Absolutely.
time to get there, but
Yeah. Dude, like us all. I mean, shoot, I'm not even where I want to be either, you know, like, I mean, I haven't done jiu-jitsu very long either. And 3 years in the grand scheme of like everybody's jiu-jitsu journey, 3 years is like nothing.
that was
You know, I'm still
very
learning how to
respectable.
crawl, you know, but
Yeah.
well,
And that's I mean, I always enjoy that part too. Like you come in here and like I can be bottom of the food chain and in a room full of killers and like, man, I suck at jiu-jitsu, I suck at fighting. But you think about you on the grand scale of like the world.
yeah.
How many people in the world would you
Know
fare
what they're
pretty
doing.
well against?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Realistically.
Isn't there a statistic like 400% of men think that they'll do a lot better in a physical fight than they actually do?
Something crazy.
Yeah, some kind of crazy like
It's also like
statistic.
majority of I guess men think like they could land a commercial airliner, right? And I don't.
I don't think
I think
could.
you kind of need I don't know, almost that bravado in your life sometimes at points to do anything. But also at the same time, it's like you just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
I would have thought that can't be that hard, and then I did start flying, and now I know, of all the people who say they could land a commercial airliner, it's not going to be actual pilots saying that. Because we know better, you know.
I like having that bravado, like just that delusional self-confidence.
Sometimes,
it helps you put one foot in front of the other. But then if you keep it a delusion and not actually making it reality, then that's where it gets kind of gray area.
That's the hard part sometimes about even watching like MMA fighters. They both, both guys in any match both believe that they're gonna win. Wholeheartedly. And it's like that.
You have to.
Only one of them can be right.
Exactly. Like, and if you don't go in with that mindset, the other guy's gonna impose his will. You know, because if he's like, this guy's got nothing for me, and then you're like, I'll see what I can do. You're done. The guy already has that up on you.
It's like Gordon Ryan said, I think, like, he said he was like, you can't be defend, like, you
play your game.
You can't defend forever. Like, you, eventually something was going to get through, so.
I'd listen to him. He's he's the best in the world.
What's funny is I never see him in a gi, and then, Charles Oliveira, maybe for sure one of the top grapplers in the UFC. Like, every time he trains, he's in a gi, and I'm like,
really?
I'm like, what? It's just funny how that works. And I'm like, I don't know. It'd be cool to be doing both too. Like, I always hear about people kind of wanting to, like, maybe not so much in jiu-jitsu so much. I don't know. I sometimes I hear people wanting to dog on one or the other. Gi versus no gi, and I'm like, why not have both? Like,
why not have both? Yeah, we do both.
And I do like that.
I suck at gi, but I'll do it. I'll do it fine, but I'm not good at it.
So much control. It's insane.
Absolutely.
I like too that you guys stand up more here than
that wasn't always the case. We recently got into that.
What made you guys start doing that?
We just didn't have like wrestling coaches, but Kobe, the bigger coach tonight, he's a wrestler, and then Hunter, who's actually right there, but he's got a knee injury, so he's been out for a little while. Hunter's an actual wrestling coach. So we got some wrestling in now, and we know it's one of our weaknesses. Like as a team, like we'll go to a gym or we'll go to a comp, and then there's guys that can stand up, and we're like, when it gets to the mat, then we play. And we're trying to get rid of that. Like.
It's crazy when guys can show up to a jiu-jitsu competition and just they'll be like, I'm going to get a takedown, I'm going to get points, then I'm going to get right back up, and then I'm going to do it again. And rinse and repeat. It's like it's pretty hard to play jiu-jitsu when that's the game plan,
I think that's when the guys that like they'll pull guard and they'll stay there, force you to get it.
If they are really good at retaining guards.
And then if they pull guard immediately, I'm like, oh dude, I'm in for a long match.
That's its own thing too.
Because guard players, dude, they're dangerous. I'd much rather wrestle with a guy and I don't know how to wrestle than play in somebody's guard. Because before I can even get to the mat, they've already locked my legs up.
That was
you know what I mean?
Actually, my last loss in competition ever was also kind of embarrassingly it was a straight ankle lock. We started. Guy immediately just got to his butt right on my ankle, started rolling. I lost my balance, heard my knee popping and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna mess with ankles and knees and stuff like that too much. But it's also like straight ankle lock. I'm like, are they even really that dangerous? Like in the grand scheme of like leg locks, I'm like, I feel like there's something I could have done about it other than just having and.
They can be pretty rough. I've had both my feet pop several times.
It hurts. I don't know that the straight ankle lock is going to actually do a whole lot of damage, but I guess it depends on their abilities with that and how tight it is and how deep are you?
Absolutely.
I remember it hurt. It popped and it hurt, and I was like, huh. I was like, well,
maybe I should have tapped a little sooner.
Again, you're just. But at the same time, especially with joint stuff, I'm like, this is, again, just for fun.
Absolutely.
I waited a little long on an armbar tonight. I get caught in armbars a lot. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to work on it, but he had a good position, and I thought I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hold on. But as soon as I'm defending and just trying to keep that arm from coming loose, I'm like, they're gonna get it. So I could have just tapped there, but it just popped out, and elbow made a pop, and I was like, oh, that's new. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, yeah, it could have been earlier on that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Some guys are crazy. They just, in competition, they just won't.
Oh, dude, yeah. You can tell when somebody goes in with a plan, because they go straight to it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And that's really cool too.
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot. I ain't got any more questions.
Okay.
I'd say we're probably good here. Yeah, man. Do you have an Instagram you want to drop? Got a handle?
My Instagram is it's just Riley Calt, no space.
Riley Calt? Okay, right on, no space.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it is private. Probably just, I think I only approve like people I know, but
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's out there.
Right on. Okay, yeah. All right, man. I'm Nathaniel. We're at Roots BJJ Hawaii. Got my man Riley tonight. Thank you for watching.